Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now it's time to play some Golf Impact. This is going to be some one-on-one tour play, which I have not done in a long time. You know, I had this idea that I was going to keep my accounts in the amateur division until I was able to make a complete walkthrough for every single tournament that is offered so far in the game. That mission is accomplished. I do have several walkthroughs for every single course. You can find those on my channel in the playlist section, and they should be titled exactly what the name of the course is. So if you're looking for, let's say New York Championship help, you can type in Golf Impact New York Championship, and you'll be able to find that in my playlist section. Multiple videos, different wind angles, everything that you need to go out there and dominate. And most importantly, pick up those gold trophies so you can get those legendary clubs. All right, so what are we doing today? Today, I'm going to hop in here, and like I said, I'm going to play one-on-one play. And my ultimate goal is to move my accounts up into the next division. So it's going to take doing that 4 times before I'm able to enter pro tournaments, but that's okay. I'm a patient player. I do like Golf Impact quite a bit. I am definitely enjoying the change of pace with no opponents in the tournaments. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into some tour play. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so I need to go in here and pick up these trophies that it looks like I lost the last time I played. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, and then we're going to move up to the next tour, which is going to be tour number 5. I hope you are all enjoying this game as well. I know, like I said, I know that I am. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Good, bad, indifferent. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to teach you to become a better player, and hopefully I can provide some feedback as well and see, how we can help mold this game together, everybody. Also, another thing too, let me know how you're doing in your tournaments. Let me know what you think about the clan battles that are going on. I'll kind of show you how our team's doing. We're doing pretty well in that. It's definitely difficult, so it's one of those things you got to get used to, is having a little bit of a harder of a gameplay. All right, it's our turn here. Remember, the rule of thumb on this game is going to be for every 2 miles per hour, we're going to move 1 ring. So 2.8, we're going to move this roughly 1.5 rings, really just a tad under 1.5. Didn't really need any overpower when it came to this shot. Should be a perfect ball, should hit the fairway and go to the next fairway, and then roll and sit. And it looks like we're going to be in really good shape to pick up a win on our first game here. I'm just using a basic ball now until I feel like I need to step it up to anything else. I feel that because I was able to win quite a few tournaments, I've won a couple of those long drive challenges. I've been very fortunate to pick up some legendary clubs, which is, of course, going to give us a big advantage in this game. Legendary clubs right now, that's what it's all about. That's what we go for. You pick those up in the long drive. You pick those up in tournaments. So it's really important that we get out there and we do our best in those tournaments. And again, if you need help, keep in mind, I do have those guides available on my channel. All right, so from here, we're going to be in the chip-in range, not too far away from pin. Just 2 miles an hour. I'd imagine as we move up the tours, this wind is going to increase significantly like it is on the clan battles. 2.3 means we're going to be moving just a tad over 1 ring here. Get in the hole. Oh, we just missed it to the right-hand side. Very close, though. We'll take it. I have spent a lot of time, too, which I think is really important, upgrading that putter, because the putter is typically something that we're going to use almost every single time in the game, especially in one-on-one play. I spent a lot of time upgrading or training, I should say, my meteor, which is my driver, because, again, that's something that unless we're playing a par 3, we're using every single time. So the more we can get that needle to slow down, the better off we are. Get a great ball there, but that's okay. We knock it into the hole, picking up a win on our first game. We'll always take the wins, right? Well, I don't want to rematch because I do want to move up to the next level, like I said. All right, so here we go. We'll unlock this. We'll play our next game. And everybody here with me is going to be playing, or watching me, I should say, play tour number 5 for the very first time. 10,000 gold coins to get in this, baby. We're playing Ken. Ken's got the motorcycle there, looking good. Something I would love to be able to invest in the future is getting some type of motorcycle. I think that would be fun. All right, we're going first. So here, obviously, this is going to be a layup at the top of the fairway. We're going to stick with the basic ball. I don't know if tour number 5 is something we can just do basic ball the entire time, but we're going to see. My goal is obviously to win more games than I lose. I would like to stay around 70, 80% winning. Hopefully we can accomplish that with the basic ball on this tour, but I'm going to be finding out for the very first time. So let's see. Well, we're going to take that drive. That drive looks good. Our opponent is using a super rookie ball. I mean, that is a very good ball for sure. I would definitely be very selective when it comes to using a ball like this. Now, you can win these in the long drive. You can, of course, win quite a few of these in tournaments. But to me, I don't think this is a ball here that I would use yet on tour play on Tour 5. And the only reason I say that is because obviously I do believe it's the most expensive ball to purchase in the game with your in-game diamonds. So therefore, this is a ball that should really be reserved for tournaments, and it should be reserved for much higher tours. But that's just my opinion. That's just how I play. I always tell you the most important thing when it comes to playing these games is you need to use whatever ball makes this game fun for you. Because it's most important thing is to have fun while you play. 2, 4, 6. And we're going to move this, right about there. I think we're going to add just a smidge of left curl with a perfect ball. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we're going to go a little bit long on the hole. So now it'll be our opponent's turn. I feel like this is going to be one that's going to go to a shootout. And if you hear a little bit of clicking in the background, that's just because I'm actually working on some homework while I play. I'm trying to multitask a little bit here. The job that I work for is awesome. They actually give me tuition reimbursement. So even though I'm 38, today is my birthday, I am taking one class every semester, just a little bit at a time. See if I can pick up a degree, which is, something I don't have, and something I'd like to say that I do have at some point. Oh, I did not know that I rolled this far. Wow, okay. Tough one here. So we need to move this right at 4 rings. We got to assume our opponent's definitely making their shot. Come on now. Dead center perfect. That ball should be good. There it goes. All right. In the hole for an eagle. Crisis averted. So now our opponent, they just got to hit their putt, and then we're good to go. This is the one thing that I do like about this game, too, is, you never know what you're going to get in a shootout, meaning it can be taken from anywhere on the course, like this is right here. We're playing from pretty far along back. We're playing on the fairway. If you're newer to the game or if this is your first time really checking it out, you're going to notice that it's not the traditional method of playing from the tee box. I want to try to leave this one a little bit shorter since it seemed that the green kind of rolled on us pretty well last time. But, of course, that was with a much more powerful club. 2, 4, 6. We're going to try it. We're going to try it right there. Hopefully we hit a perfect ball. We do. We get the dead center perfect, which is very important on Golf Impact. Ultimately, I'm going to be very, very happy with that. If I get beat, hats off to our opponent. If you'd have told me I was going to stick it within a yard, I'd have been very, very pumped up about it. Come on, we just want to get our first win on tour number 5 before we run into some losses. Now, we don't want any losses, but we know they're going to come at some point. But again, I would love to hear your thoughts on the game. Hopefully you got some positive things to say, but if you got anything negative to say, at least give me a solution. Give me something to take back to the game developers so we can all try to turn this into, a really good, version of whatever we want it to be. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I know that. All right. We do pick up a win. We get 10,000 tokens. Let's see if we can get ourselves a nice little rematch here. Nope. Opponent has left. Okay. I see you. No big deal. Moving our way up the standings very quickly. We do have the gold icon here, so we're going to pick up a couple of clover balls. Always good for par 3s in a tournament. Now let's play. Let's go. Tour number 5. Come on now. We're just going to keep on playing. Ultimately, I would love to fill out the trophy bracket while I do this pre-recorded session. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I'm going to give it my best shot. All right, here we go. Look at this one. This is going to be a par 3. How do I want to approach this with the basic ball here? We're going to go, I think we're going to go this route, okay? Let's try to tuck it right there, right? Take a little bit of this off. I forgot the shot clock runs really fast, too. Okay. So let's go a little bit OP, curl. Perfect ball. Let's see what happens. Come on now. Oh, get there. Get there. Oh, yeah. Nice little roll. Okay. We're going to take that all day. 5 yards to the pin. I feel like we did a good one there, everybody. All right, let's see what our opponent's got going on here. They got the drone out. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's going to be a tough one for them there. You know what? We may be 2 for 2 on our new tour here. I'll be pretty pumped up about that. Then overall, this could get us in a chance where we're on a 3 for 3 session. See how slow my needle is on the putter there? I still hit a great ball. But that's okay. We got it in the hole. Now from here, what I would do, if I was you and I was the opponent, I would go with as much backspin as possible and just try to get this thing to go right into the hole. That's kind of how I play these types of games. But you know what, we're going to take it. This is one really cool thing about Golf Impact 2, which I'm going to give the developers a lot of credit about, is you get to play par 3s on our normal tour play, as you see. That's one really nice way in which the game speeds up and it becomes very different, right? Kind of keeps us engaged a little bit more, just keeps the gameplay going fast. I like that. You can get in there and play a Tour 3 game, and you saw just a couple minutes, and we're in and out, and we're already moving on to our next game. So Tour number 1, or Tour number 5 again, we'll play another game. And we'll see what our opponent has in store for us. All right, we're playing Adam. I've got a couple buddies with the name of Adam. He's got the bulldozer driver. So, I mean, that's what you're going to see here. Like I said, I've got a bit of an advantage because of my clubs. But I'll say, in my defense, is I really took the time. I took the time to build my accounts without rushing through the game. So that way I could get in here on, things like this and keep my winning percentage high, which, also helps you build your coin stack. What I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to go to the fat part of the fairway. So instead of playing over here, right, we fear that the wind could knock us down. And then we accidentally clip that rough. So I'm going to go over here where there's more fairway to work with. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to use some left curl to avoid the rough on the right. Now that's assuming that I hit a perfect ball and not a great left or great right. I hit a great right. So that could come to hurt me. But hopefully I used enough curl to make the shot great proof, which I did. And what I mean by great proof is great left, great right doesn't harm me. It all ends up working out the same. And that's exactly what happened here. So, of course, that worked out very nicely. And we should be in a really good position here just to pick up another win. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this club because here we're caught in between clubs. So I'm going to use this club, right? And you see that the ball guideline is going long. Our opponent's already in trouble, so that's okay. So that's why I'm going to play this very safe. I'm going to go just like this, pull it regular, but then I'm going to come with a slight underpower. And that'll put us right next to the hole. So, that worked out well there too. So this is going to put us in great shape to just keep an undefeated streak going here during the stream. Couldn't have asked for a better start to get back to tour play. Just kind of feel like I pick up, right where I left off, which is always a good feeling. And we're just going to continue to work our way through, tour number 5 here. Kind of see what else we can do. So on here, we've played only 234 games, but we've won 196, so 84%. And, we're going to pick up another win here. And hopefully we can just keep the good vibes going. I always do say I believe my audience always gives me good luck whenever I play live. I tend to maybe focus a little bit more, right? Well, this isn't live. This is pre-recorded, of course. Just killing some time here as my wife finishes her workday before she takes me out to dinner for my birthday. Pretty excited about that. But I tend to do a lot better when I play live or when I play pre-recorded, as I feel like it's probably just one of those things where I focus more and I want to try to put out the best content that I can. I'm thinking more about my shots. I'm probably paying more attention. I could probably run you through my bag here real quick and show you what I've been working on. So like I said, I have all legendary clubs on this account. That really helps out from winning tournaments and things of that nature and long drives. And I spend time training my clubs. So right now, quite a few of these are only level 1s, But I spend a lot of time in the training. I always make sure that I go in there and watch those videos to cut down the time. I typically do that while I'm driving to work. That's just kind of my strategy, right? So here we go. We're going up against G Skills. Let's see if he's got the skills to deliver us our first loss of the day so far. They're going first this time, changing it up a little bit. It's a good drive by our opponent there. This could be one that definitely goes to a shootout. So now we're going to go here. We're going to go the same style, right? We're going to take it right up here. Only difference is we got some headwind, so we got to be careful with our basic ball that we don't put one into the sand. And here we're going to have a hard time making our wind adjustment. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to back up to properly adjust and then push back to max to get our yards back. Okay. This one's going to be a lot harder of a drive, so. But at least we hit perfect. So let's see if my thought process worked out correctly. There it is. One. Oh, yeah. All right, perfect. So this kind of gives you an idea of how I play these games. Wow. We even went long into the rough. We really got a lot of that one. But, hey, that's going to be okay because we're both going to have a short shot to pin. So no harm, no foul when it comes to this one. But really I'm happy that we were able to execute our drive and not get stuck in that sand because that would have really been a momentum killer, had that happened. Opponent comes close to dropping that shot on us too. All right, so let's see if we can get one in. So here we got the Firestorm. Okay, we have plenty of club to get there. Ball guy lined into the hole. We're going to pull this one just slightly over 2 rings. Hitting out of the rough is no big deal in this game. That's a dead center perfect ball. Get in there. And we do pick up the eagle. That's one way to pick up a win and avoid a shootout. How about that? We're really hitting some good shots right here. It's like our opponent got disconnected. I don't know what's happening with that. So we will have to let this one sit tight for just a second, okay? While the game kind of gets reconnected. This happens from time to time. But typically, it straightens itself out. So let's see what happens. There we go, see? If you give it time and you're patient, don't exit out of the game or anything like that, it can straighten itself out like it did there. And you're able to just kind of keep going along. We'll go ahead and go to the lobby, and we'll just keep moving this bad boy along. There we are, sitting up there in first. This is gold. We get to pick up a Tour 5 bag. Next up is the Aurora ball. That's going to be nice. Those are good balls. I love the premium balls in this game. Now, I haven't found any use for non-legendary clubs yet, so if you have any ideas about that, then let me know. But like I said again, I haven't found any use for anything like that so far. And that's one thing that I hope does change down the road, for sure. All right, so here we go. We're going to be up first again, playing Stewart here. How do we want to approach this one, everybody? We want to... I think what we want to do here is go this way. It's going to be a tougher drive. I'm not familiar with this one yet. Ah, great right. Come on now, ball. Come on. Come on. Get there, stay, sit. Very nice. All right. Woo. Had to think on my feet for a second. I hesitated at the beginning of that hole, just kind of trying to look at the layout. But thank goodness, it definitely worked out. And we'll see what our opponent has to do here. Looks like now the game is starting to glitch a little bit, so these delays here, you just have to hang tight with it. Okay. Now it's our opponent's turn using that super rookie ball. And this one's going to be an automatic win for us again. It's going to be a very, very long hole. I said automatic win, but maybe I misspoke here too soon, as we're going to have to punch this one up and curl it. Ooh, nasty great ball to the left there. Ooh, this is going to be a hard hole, everybody. But let's see if we can get that ball to go in. Now, our opponent is probably going to be in a similar shape here, right? I would imagine anyways. So what I'm going to do after this game is I'm going to get out of the game and go back in. And hopefully that's going to fix these little delays that we're experiencing with the game at the moment. But, we'll see now what's going to happen when it comes to this. Now, it does look like it's on our opponent's end. If you look at his name, it looks like he's having connection issues. This may be a situation to where he just can't connect to the game, and this is going to end up being a forfeit, so that's unfortunate for them. Good for us. But I'd rather play it out, you know. May the best person win. Yeah, they got disconnected. So they weren't able to get it together, unfortunately. But we will take a win here. And we'll just keep on moving along. We'll keep on moving our way through Tour 5. Oh, we did open up Tour number 6. But, you know, for me, I'm going to continue to stay right here until we at least max out this area. Wow. So this one, he's going to be using one of the premium balls in the game. Should definitely be able to get a lot of distance on his drive. Perfect ball, too. Wow, great shot. Really let that one rip. He's going to have a great chance to drop an eagle on us here. All right, so we're going to just continue to use the basic ball. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you don't have to win every single game, although it would be nice. If you can sit there and win 70, 80, 90% of your games with a basic ball, then, why not? Just keep on using it. We reached back and let one fly, too, and got a perfect ball. Got a lot of that drive. All right, let's see if one of us drops a shot here. All right, perfect ball from our opponent. That ball looks good. It is. Oh, my goodness. How lucky are we? That ball did not go in the hole. That ball looked like for sure it was going in. Now it's our turn. So 7.5. That's going to be pretty strong. I mean, we're going to be looking at what? A little bit over 3.5 rings. Now we'll just see what happens. Perfect ball, at least. We're going to leave ours right next to the pin as well. So we are heading to a shootout. This is going to be a basic ball versus super rookie ball in the shootout. This one ought to be fun. And we'll just see what happens. That's all we can do. All right, they're in, we're in. Let's get this party started. All right, let's see where they put us at, too. So our opponent's going to be up first, so at least we're going to know. We're going to know what's happening. what we need to beat. But our opponent did make a very good shot on shot number 2, so we'll see what they're able to do here. Oh, no, this is not a super rookie. This is the premium ball, duh. I misspoke. I have a premium ball up against the basic ball. That ball's in the hole. That's a great shot. You know it's in the hole whenever you get the camera angle, as they did. So nice shot, well played. And it looks like, unfortunately, we are taking our first L of the stream. But let's see. Let's see if we can get this one to match. Good job, Bug. Oh, close, but it's not happening today. All right, well, good job to him. Well played. And we just move on. It's all we can do. Definitely not going to rematch somebody who uses premium balls, though. Again, they keep it fun for them, whatever they want to use. But for me, I'm just going to take my luck with the next opponent. We'll take these 2 Aurora balls, though. Thank you very much. And here we go. Let's just keep it moving. Tour number 5. Now we're up against an opponent named Bud. We're going to go first. This looks like a very long hole here as well. So we got to get around that sand trap somehow. Obviously, it's going to come down to left curl. We don't want to hit these trees. All right, come on. All right, so my thought process here is that's step number 1, right? And then I think we need to go here and then here. Come on now, let's see. Let's see if that worked. Oh, yeah. Too much curl. Okay. Too much curl. It's going to cost us a lot of yards on the drive. So how far are we to pin? 274. It's going to be pretty tough. It's be pretty tough, I think. In my head, that's what I think anyways. Got the Spice Ball out. I definitely am a big fan of the Spice Ball. He made a very good drive. So, nice shot there from our opponent, for sure. That shot combined with the more powerful ball is going to give him a really, really good place to get to the green. And for us, we have to reach back and let this one fly here, right? So, we're far away. Ah, we clipped the rough. Clipped the rough and rolled out. That's unfortunate. Come on, Dave. Oh, yeah, our opponent's easily on the green there. Definitely performed their drive much better than I did, so they deserve to be in better shape. My shot's still makeable, though. You know, I can still get it in there, I think. Very well played, well executed shot there by our opponent. He did a really good job on this hole. Gonna make me work for it here. Okay, so we know we have room to move our rings. 8-3. I mean, obviously that's a little bit over 4 rings. So what, probably like what, 4.2? You know, at least we hit perfect, so we give ourselves the best chance, and we do drop it in there for an eagle, hopefully forcing a shootout. Nice. Whew, that one worked out. Again, saving ourselves a little bit. Pretty pumped up to get that one in, actually. 8.3 mile per hour, wind pretty hard, you know, headwind, and we do sneak it in there, so that's exciting for me. But I get excited when I play the games, so that's just kind of how I go. Perfect ball by our opponent. Getting it in there for his eagle. And here we go, off to a shootout. Can we possibly sneak out the win on a game we don't deserve to win based off a bad drive? Bailed ourselves out. We're first. Coming at it from a totally different angle than what we played before. I'm going to try to aim a little short of pin and a little right. Hopefully let the tailwind do the work there, okay? Holy cow, the shot clock is going down so fast. I don't know what the heck happened to me there. That's disappointing. Shot clock got the best of me. Then I couldn't find the right angle to pull the rings on. So unfortunately, we're in a little bit of trouble here. The side spin here is going to be able to help him out on this ball, because he's going to be able to use probably, you know, at least 1.5 bars of side spin. To the right, at least that's what I would do. But we'll see. Oh, we might sneak out the win here. We might sneak out the win here. Yes. Come on. Yes, we did. Barely. Woo! Back on the winning track. Nice. That was a good game. That was a fun one. Got ourselves into some trouble. Hit a long shot to bail ourselves out. And then win a shootout when we almost ran out of time. What else can we ask for? I guess I don't want to play again, so we'll just move on. Thought maybe they would. I would rematch almost anybody using a basic ball, right? Take this free bag here. Take this golden trophy here. Take those 6,000 coins. Thank you. And we're on to our next game. All right, so now it's raining. So whenever the game rains, it's going to take some distance off your ball. So you're going to lose a little bit of power, and then your ball is going to die. It's not going to roll as much as it normally would. So always make sure you put that into account when you're playing. So So we're playing Duke. Duke is a Colts fan, apparently. He's got the super rookie ball out, which is going to be nice. He's got a great winning percentage. So the super rookie ball is going to help cut down the wind. And it's going to provide a little extra power in the rain as well. Perfect ball. He's going to be very nicely onto the green. Got to get here right next to the pin for an easy putt. Well played, sir. Good job. Now it's our turn. We're going to have room here to move our rings, which is good. Just how do we want to approach this shot here? I think I'm going to approach it just like this, to be honest. I think I'm going to try to use the back of the slope. Combine with the tad of underpower. And hopefully roll back down. There we go. Nice. So 2 well-executed shots is going to both leave us here going for a shootout. You know, I think underpowering that shot was a better option than trying to use that small patch of fairway on the left-hand side and then curl the ball towards the green. I think right here, just going at it, you know, with the straight approach, for me, you know, seemed to be the best opportunity. Just because, you know, obviously we don't have a lot of time, right, to analyze what we want to do. But here we go. We're heading on to a shootout, everybody. Let's get some more good luck going here. Come on. Who's up first? Duke is going first. Duke is going to set the pace. We'll see what we got to beat. Got his dolphin out. Oh, it's going to be a good shot. Good job, sir. Now it's my turn. So 4.1, I mean, that's just going to be right over 2 rings. You got to keep in mind the ball's going to die when it gets there, too, because of this rain. We're going to aim it just left of the pin like that and kind of hope that it just sticks exactly where we want it to, either in the hole or just right next to it. Because obviously we have to hit a perfect shot here to even compete. Perfect ball. Get in the hole, baby. Yes, sir. So the thought process was on point. I mean, basically I walked you through exactly what I was trying to do there, and we do get that ball to stick into the cup. All in all, we've only lost 1 game. I feel like I've been able to talk through quite a few of my shots, and it's really working out for us. I hope you're finding the video helpful. If you stuck with me this long, you're very loyal, and I absolutely appreciate it. I hope you like the work that I do. I hope my content, you know, you find helpful in some way. Let's just keep on moving through tour number 5. Definitely don't think I'm going to have the time to max this one out during the pre-recorded stream, although I would love to, but it seems like it's going to take a lot longer than normal, but I'll keep playing until I get tired or until I have to go. All right, so we've done this one before. This is that sand trap down there. It's basically going to be the same thing, right? We're going to play over here. We're going to move our target down so we can properly adjust our rings. 4.9 is going to be 2.5 rings, somewhere right there. And then we're going to push back up to max so that we get our yards back on our drive. We know we got to go with a little bit of overpower, but we don't want to go crazy. We got to go with a little bit of right curl. And we hit a perfect ball. We do clear it. And this time, we land on the fairway. So again, kind of gives you a thought process of what I was looking to do on that drive in a more challenging drive using a basic ball, but we made it work out 100%. That's going to put a lot of pressure on our opponent to do the same thing, you know, to make their drive. Now they're using a super rookie ball again, so advantage here with the side spin, advantage with the power, and advantage with the wind resistance. So a lot of good things here for our opponent using that super rookie ball. But good job. They're on the fairway as well. So that looks good for them. Looks good for us. 5-9, of course. I mean, that's going to be pretty much just a hair under 3 rings. I'm a big backspin player. For me, it gives me the best ball control. Got this one going right into the cup. I am going to pull it exactly 3 rings. I'll probably even pull it like maybe 3.1 since we're getting a little bit of crosswind to the right side and hoping that the wind pushes us into the hole. Perfect ball. It did miss to the left. Okay, so should have played it exactly how you're supposed to. But you know what? I'm still happy with that one, for sure. Our opponent has a good chance here to pick up the drop. Ooh, they hit a perfect ball, too. Nice job. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. I don't know why. I said our opponent has the opportunity to pick up the drop, and they do put it in the hole on us. Nice job, Frankenstein. Well played. What? They don't want to play again? They beat me. Why not? I do play the game in progression, though. I will move up to Tour 6 as soon as I completely max out Tour number 5. I want to work on my skill set. I want to work on getting to know this course a lot better. And I feel like that helps you become a more consistent winning player rather than rushing through the tours. So that's my advice for you as well there. This is a newer player in the game, so this might give us a good opportunity to get back on the winning session here. All in all, though, we're having a very good session. We've only lost 2 games. I know we've played quite a few, so I can't complain. Perfect ball. Good job, sir. That was a little unfortunate on their drive there. That's going to be tough for them. Now for us here, you know, we want to capitalize on their mistake. They're way over there on the left-hand side. Here we're going to back our target up, okay? Again, we're backing up so that we can properly adjust our rings. So, you know, 7.6. That's going to be somewhere like around, you know, I would just say like 3.7. Somewhere in there. I'm not going to push up the max. I'm going to take a controlled overpower shot. Controlled overpower can be accomplished whenever you back your target up and then you're not at maximum distance of your club after you adjust your rings. In that case, I was not at max distance, so therefore I was able to take a fully overpowered shot and get very, very good needle control. That's one trick in this game that if you're not familiar with, you can ask some more questions about it in comments if you don't understand, And that's going to really help you become a much sharper, better player too, especially on some of the drives that are going to be a little bit more difficult to drive. And good trick in headwind, okay? Yep. So this one we're going to pick up the win on. This is going to be one in which, the opponent clipped the rough on their drive. Just a little bit unfortunate for them. But this shot here is not going to be the easiest either. 7.5. So, again, we're looking at, like a 3.7, 3.8 pull, somewhere in that zone. Well, we're pulling way into overpower too. So we have to accommodate for that on our shot by going into overpower. It's going to leave us here for hopefully a chip in. I don't want to take a putt that long distance. We barely made it to the fringe. All right. Wow, he's really struggling on this one, guys. We're going to move this one like right at 2.4 rings. Somewhere around there. Ball guideline going through the hole. Perfect ball. Get in there. Get in there. And we pick up the eagle. We chip it in. Very nice. All right, so now we move on to the next one, everybody. Okay, here we go. So move on to our next tour number 5 game. It's going to be a par 3. It's going to be a quick in and out. Can't complain about that. And it's raining, so that's going to even bring a whole nother challenge to this. And this is a tough one, too. Of course, we're going to get hit with, the headwind here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the underpower. Boy, the clock is really so fast. It gives you such little time to strategy here. Underpower with left curl. Let's see what happens. This is good. I'm going to take that all day. In the rain, in the headwind, using a wood club. I'm going to take that all day. I'm very, very happy with that shot. Again, that'll put the pressure on our opponent here. They're using a very good ball, though. But we'll see what happens. They did hit a perfect ball, so that's step 1. That's a good job. That's not bad either. If you're thinking about why I say that's not bad, this is a hard hole. I've only played this a couple times in the tournament, but it was difficult in the tournament as well. Oh, goodness gracious. That's one caveat to this game here is putting is a challenge, and now, it might just get the best of me right here. So, holy cow. Let's see what happens. That's disappointing. I deserve to lose this game, and you miss a putt. Shoot. Oh, that's super unlucky. We're lucky. That's very unlucky for them. Holy cow, we are saved. And we get to go to a shootout. But now we're thinking, geez, we should have won, But I'm just happy to go to a shootout now after I made that mistake. I cannot believe we're going to a shootout here. I definitely don't deserve that. But it happened, so we're going to take it. And I go first. Very, very short distance. Max back for sure here. Ball guy line right into the hole, just like that. 4.8. It's going to be just under 2.5 rings. Perfect ball. See, it was a perfect left, which does play a part in this game. So we have to be careful on those. Our opponent's turn here, going with a little bit of underpower. Perfect ball. Ooh. Well, guys, we snuck out a win. So we snuck out a couple wins. We played really well, but there's a couple wins we snuck out for sure. See if they want to play again. That was a good game. Nope. All right, that's all right. We just keep it moving. My first Tour 6 bag here. All right. We'll just keep it moving. All right. All right, so here we go. This is that tricky one again. Even trickier now that we're going to get this type of wind. So I'm going to go over here, okay? We're going to move this 3.1 rings, and then we're going to use left curl. This is going to be a hard drive. Hard drive here, everybody. Tough one. At least we hit perfect. Got to stay out of that top rough, and we did good. Tough drive. Very happy with how it worked out, of course. Now I'll put pressure on our opponent to perform. 600 yards on this from tee box to the pin. So we'll see what happens. But our advantage here is our opponent does not have a Meteor driver. So newer player, is going to be very difficult for him to get the proper yards that he's going to need in order to, compete on this hole. So advantage goes to us big time here. Just calling it like it is. So now we're going to have to go with this bounce over shot. This is a very, very long par 5. This is not easy. A little bit of OP. We don't want to go too crazy with the OP because we don't want to accidentally go too long and hit the rough. Curl to the right to get us more towards the pin. Yeah, ultimately that's going to work out well. We could have even got away with more right curl for sure, but it puts us onto the green, and now we just have to execute, obviously, in order to try to pick up the easy win here in regulation. All right, here we go. Perfect ball in the hole for an eagle. All right, at least we hit perfect on our putt this time. Got to hit those perfect putts. All right, so we're going to pick up the win here, and then we'll see what we want to do next. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if they want a rematch. I doubt that. All right, we got another trophy here to unlock. What I'm thinking through here is, do I want to play the tournament right now? And I think I will. I think I do want to. So maybe we'll do a little bonus tournament qualifying here. So I'm just going through to get some of my footage from the Paris tournament pulled up. So just bear with me while I get my footage of the Paris tournament pulled up. And then I'll probably play that right now. Should be able to easily qualify for first. Shouldn't be a problem there. Again, as my clubs are super, super strong at this point in the game. But You know, I think we did a lot of good tour play. We were definitely able to pick up a bunch of wins. 106 trophies. So essentially, you know, we're halfway to maxing out this tour. All right, so I've got my Paris footage pulled up here. Let's see if I can slightly organize it real quick so that I'm ready to go. So let's take a look at what wind angle we're going to get really fast. So you can just look at an opponent's or anybody's replay here, see what we're going to get. So we're going to get this tailwind. This is going to be beautiful. So we're just going to go for it here, okay? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk you through what I'm going to do on this hole. First thing we know, we're getting tailwind. So we want power. So we're going to go with the Vega ball because it's a power 6, but it's only 20% wind resistance. So that's going to be good for this hole. I'm using my own tournament footage, okay, to help with this course. So I'm using my own replays. Just as you would watch me play, I'm watching clips of my old tournaments on this hole. So we'll see how I do watching myself. But here we're gonna go, you know, what, 2.4 rings. This is gonna be really nice and fast because there's no opponents. Oh, great ball! Come on, David. I mean, I still think we're going to be okay. But, you know, I was trying to get as high up as possible. It's a good shot. We'll take that. Wish I was putting in for an eagle, but we're not. It's going to be like 1.6, 1.7 rings, somewhere right around there. Oh, perfect right. That's going to cost us, I think. Yep. That's all right. We're picking up the birdie on hole number 1. Want to get a little bit greedy, you know, and get the eagle, but that's okay. It is what it is. Really wanted the eagle there. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Hole number 2, on this par 3, I do use the clover ball, okay? Clover ball is going to cut down the wind a little bit. Sorry again, you know, you're going to have to bear with me on the tournament as I'm kind of just doing this impromptu. I'm going through my own replays of previous holes. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. All right, come on now. Perfect ball. Let's see what happens. Oh, it was so close. Just barely missed there to the right-hand side. Very, very close. But this would be easy putt. And we're going to move on to the first par 5. And what we're going to do differently in the next round on hole 1 is we're going to use a premium ball to drive the green. And you can find that in my Paris walkthrough. And hole number 3 here, we'll use this ball, par 5. Kind of my go-to ball here in amateur on par 5s. Okay, so we're going to go full tap, a little bit here, go up here. This one, obviously, we just try to drive down the center of the fairway. This is pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. Don't have to risk your drive here with overpower. This one's fairly straightforward to get to the green in 2. But we do want to favor the left-hand side of the fairway as we're on right now. Could even got even more left to make shot number 2 easier for us. But at the end of the day, that's okay. We'll be just fine. You can see here we have plenty of room, plenty of distance to get to the hole. No problem at all. Tough to albatross for sure in this game. Not as easily to dial in those albas as it is. But, you know, we're going to take that all day. We're going to be -4 here through the first few holes. And, of course, that's going to bring us on to hole 4. Hole 4 is going to be a par 4 in this tournament. All right, there we go. We pick up the eagle here. And now we'll go to hole number 4. Hole number 4 is one on this course, which I have only picked up the eagle very, very few times in the tournament play. I'm always right around the pin. I just have a hard time getting it in there. But I do like the clover ball here for the wind resistance, right? And really no reason to adjust for range. We're getting perfect headwind. Just going to reach back and let it fly. Okay, now we go with the Phoenix Club here. Like I said, very, very rarely do I ever get this one to go into the hole. Once we hit a perfect shot, so we do what we can do here. Do all we can do, I should say. Like I said, I'm always close. I'm always all over the pin. And there it is. We just leave it a fraction short of getting that ball in. It's going to bring us on to our next par 3, I believe, okay? I think the next one's a par 3. And we'll use a clover ball. Or maybe we just use a basic ball. Probably easily get away with using a basic ball here. I've done okay on this hole in tournaments past. Typically, we go with a basic ball. We go with a little bit of top spin. And this is always one hole again where I'm very close almost every time to getting that hole-in-one. Hopefully it's raining because it was raining in tournaments past when I played this one. And that's what my replays are based off of. It is raining. Like I said, I normally get very close on this one. It's going to be pretty high wind here. And this one's one where we play it uphill. Actually, negative elevation here, okay? So I'm only going to pull this one 2.8 rings. And we'll see what happens. Perfect ball at least. Oh, so close. You know, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm taking a look at my guides, and they're spot on when it comes to this course. I'm basically playing, you know, like I said, my own guide, and that these balls are right at pin. You know, obviously hole 1, we can drive the green later, but hole 2, barely missed the hole-in-one. Hole 4, left it right at pin. Hole 5, left it right at pin. You know, now we going into hole number 6. But when you're playing in this amateur division, and now with where my clubs are, obviously it's a pretty significant advantage for me. But, you know, my replays on my tournament walkthroughs are with lower level clubs. So you don't have to worry about if your club levels don't match mine. Again, my walkthroughs are with lower level clubs. So they're pretty much relatable. And normally I take a lot more time when I'm playing a tournament than I'm doing right now. But I know I'm up against the clock because my wife just hopped in the shower to get ready to go to dinner for my birthday. We don't need to push this drive here. Nice. Oh, great ball. Come on, Dave. All good, though. Back up just a little bit. Perfect ball, at least. And we put in for the eagle there. Hole 7 to me is the more difficult hole, okay? Because it's raining and it's headwind. So if you're newer to the game, that could be a hole that gets you in a little bit of trouble. So I do suggest maybe this is one that you use a super rookie on. But for me here again, obviously I'm at the point of the game where I have more powerful clubs, which is really why I need to just move my accounts up in the standings so that I can start to make pro level content, which is my ultimate goal here. But you see here that even with the Meteor 3, we had to go from fairway to fairway, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. At least we hit perfect. And we do get it up there. But again, that ball, that hole is harder for people that are newer to the game. We haven't even dropped one shot yet. We've been so close on a lot of them, though. Perfect ball. The perfect right, though. Yeah, we're going to miss right. There we go. And we just keep it moving. Okay, now we're going to go to hole number 8. So let's give me a refresher on what hole number 8's all about. I think this is the harder one. This is the one where you can get caught in between clubs. Right? So I think this is the one where I actually want to use a different club. Yeah, the polar bear club is what I'm going to use with a rose ball. Okay? Polar bear club with a rose ball. I'm just studying some old notes here real quick. A little bit of backspin. All right, let's see what happens here. This is... All right, let's go. But like I said, at this qualifying round, if you're at any decent of the game, you're going to easily qualify, typically at the very top of the standings. You're going to see here we're already tied for first with 2 holes left. Speed was good. We just didn't put enough rings. That one's a little tricky. Getting the elevation right on that hole. That's something that I talked through in my Paris Championship walkthroughs. So just keep that in mind. You saw me pull that one way less rings. There was a reason for that one. That hole just plays a little bit strange. But the good news is now we're off to hole number 9. All right, we're going to be wrapping this stream up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions about the game, comments, concerns, just let me know in the comments section here. We're going to use a spice ball. And then we're going to call this thing a game. Slice of Ball Paris Championship. Let's go, baby. I always, oh, wrong bag. I always aim right here to the left of this sand trap. Like that. Don't really even need to adjust our rings. You just hit perfect, and then you're good to go typically. This is going to be it, everybody. I appreciate you watching for sure. Definitely means a lot to have people watch your content. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But we did some tour play. We did some tournament play. Close on a lot of shots. But I'll clean these up in the next round and the final round. That's it, everybody. I hope I catch you next time for Golf Impact. All right, we're good to go.